Hello. Me and my little brother and my mom just went and saw that new movie, Mother. I watched the previews for it before going and watching the movie. The previews gave me the impression that it was going to be a suspenseful movie that had some jumpy moments. It was possibly going to be overall scary, but mainly just kind of jumpy. So there would be sudden parts where people and things would jump out, and it might be kind of creepy. I thought that there might be some kind of demon baby inside of the girl, but the previews didn't really explain much, and none of the synopses or anything were explaining much either from what I've read before going in to see the movie. So with that being said, I have this expectation, and I also didn't really know what to expect at the same time. I have to say that it was not scary, so if you're trying to go for a scary movie, this is not scary whatsoever. There was one point where I might have jumped, but it was just from surprise rather than actual fear. From the point of the beginning of the movie until about the middle of the movie, I would say that it was okay. It was bearable. It was not great, and it was not exceptional in any way. It wasn't the worst, but it was kind of weird. So there was that. From the middle of the movie until the end, it was basically non-stop insanity, for lack of a better way of saying that. All of the scenes seemed over the top in how odd, weird, literally insane they felt. There was a lot of social interactions that I would say are absurd to the point that they would never happen, even in the worst of situations in person. I feel like they would never happen. None of them were explained in any way. It just made no sense. I felt like it was from one thing to another, and I felt like I literally was in the brain of an insane person, which is why about 3/4 of the way into the movie I thought maybe this lady has some form of dementia and we're just seeing things from her perspective. And this made me think that in the end it would zoom out and she'd be strapped to an insane asylum bed, or she would have a heartfelt moment with the husband or whoever was there taking care of her, where she realized it was all delusional and she actually had some kind of mental disease, and that would have made me sad, like Alzheimer's, except more like schizophrenia. Either way, those proved not to be the ending, and without completely giving away the ending, if you actually want to go see this, I would say not to get your hopes up. I give movies almost exclusively 4s or higher because I'm pretty forgiving with movies. I don't usually rate things in the 9s or 10s frequently, but I would say at least 4 on most movies, and even more, I would say 6 or higher, honestly, on most of the movies I rate. This one I would give 2, and I feel like that's being nice, out of 10. So, I mean, take that for what you will. I feel like it was a waste of money and a waste of time, and I wish I had gone and saw a different movie, honestly. This one made no sense. The ending had no real clear explanation of what was going on. It had a loose explanation that kind of made sense, but it really didn't explain what exactly was happening, and all of that stuff you kind of have to draw your own conclusions from with no explanation from the movie. If it's something that you want to watch, feel free to do it. I'm not trying to talk anyone out of it necessarily. I'm just saying that I was disappointed and I am rarely disappointed with movies. It felt to me like an independent film or a foreign film that most people wouldn't like, and it kind of belonged in one of those little side theaters, like down in the Book Bin in Corvallis. I call them hippie theaters, but same difference. Like an independent film, it felt like, and it was somehow in big theaters with some name actors. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna end this because I'm kind of rambling at this point, but I was not too thrilled with that, and I hope that you find a better use of your time, because it was probably the worst movie I've seen in as long as I can remember. Alright, bye.